Okay, now that the dust has settled after a whirlwind few weeks for the Halifax Mooseheads organization and our new owners, Sam and Peter Simon, thought this would be a great time to sit down and chat with the both of you to maybe get fans a little more in-depth perspective about what has gone on and what to expect from the future. So once again, congratulations on purchasing the Halifax Mooseheads.
Thank you, we're so excited.
Thanks for having us, Scotty.
I thought a great way to start this was maybe you could squash some of those nasty internet rumors that you didn't buy the team just to move the Mooseheads to another country and to another league.
Yeah, that was so strange when we heard that. I mean, Moose Country, Halifax team, what a great brand we have here. And I was very surprised to hear that. You don't want to buy a team that good and move them to another country. So I was very surprised. Absolutely not.
I think maybe perhaps it was, Peter, just some fans being taken off guard because it was a well-kept secret that the Mooseheads were being purchased.
Well, I mean, it's, I know that ownership changes sometimes can be a tricky subject and whatnot, and there's speculation and a lot going on, but as my dad said, it's definitely, we're here for a long term, we're here to stay in Halifax, and this is the community's team, we're just stewards of the team, and we're just looking forward to really just adding to the experience and just taking it to the next level. But no, the team will be staying in Halifax.
Sam, walk me through how this all came about. Were you friends with Bobby Smith in advance, or did you simply meet after approaching the league when finding the team that you wanted to buy?
Yeah, we did not know Bobby. So we hired a guy from the U.S. He was a commissioner, before, and we asked him to look for a team for us. And we went out and looked for about 4 teams, and really this was one of the teams we came in to look for, and we met Bobby sometime around I think end of October or beginning of November. That was the first time we met Bobby, and that was the first time we seen Halifax.
And initial impressions of the city?
It was beautiful. My dad and I joked that the first time we actually came to Halifax, it was cloudy, there was little visibility, but as we were going over the bridge, the beauty of the city just instantly popped to us. And then that night going to the game, we had a great time and meeting
the fans,
people.
The people, I gotta tell you, everyone was friendly, happy, and we really fell in love with it.
And the growth too, I'll just add to the growth in the city, just seeing how much new development is coming along and just being a part of that. And no, as my dad said too, it just, we loved it the minute we came in, so.
Yeah, and Peter, I know you're a huge sports fan, coming from the Detroit area, big Red Wings guy. Once you started to pinpoint the Mooseheads, did you do a little more research and really realize some of the alumni that had come out of this franchise? Yeah,
well, Scott, as you pointed out, like being a Red Wings fan, like you have Marty Firk comes to mind, Philip Zadina, I know McIsaac is with us as well, and that's just the Red Wings. But then you look at some of the other NHL teams like McKinnon and Hischier and all the rest of the history of the Mooseheads, and it really takes me aback, and really the history of just producing a high-level NHL talent is unbelievable. So just being a part of it. And I think one thing that my dad will tell you too is kids always remember the experience they got with their team in junior hockey, and they remember the friendships they made, the way that the team took care of them, and being a part of that journey is really, really special and something that we're looking forward to. So
yeah, Peter watches 3 games almost a night
yes.
for hockey.
It was
we
good.
Can't turn the TV except hockey.
This weekend it was nice because it was like the Red Wings played, but then the Mooseheads played right after, so I was able to watch both games. So
perfect.
It was a good time for sure.
Well, the fan base is obviously a huge part of this. The passion that they have for this team has been going on since 1994. What are some of the other things that made the Mooseheads unique for you from a business perspective that made it a unique opportunity?
Well, the first thing was the city. City was beautiful. City is growing. I gotta tell you, the fans really turned us on. I mean, the fan was so involved with the team and the people, and then the community itself. It was just beautiful. We really truly fell in love with it.
And I think too, on the business side, we're excited about some of the things that are to come, and some of the ideas we're working with Brian and the Events East team, and some of the things with the arena, and just a bunch of good things coming. So I think from a business standpoint, that intrigued us as well, that there is room for some opportunity to improve all aspects of the team. So
Yeah, and speaking of that, I know there are some aspects coming in terms of season ticket prices staying the same, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, we told Brian, absolutely no way. We got to make sure the ticket stays the same.
Yep.
So,
And then also
no price increase.
Yeah. And I'll add on to that. So I think we've been working through the season ticket renewals for all our season ticket holders, and I think what they'll see in this new thing that Brian's sending, the new package and whatnot, is just we're really trying to take the moment here in the 30th anniversary to really appreciate our fans, show them our appreciation with a bunch of new things that I think will catch their eye and really allow them to know just how much we appreciate their dedication. So
Yeah, 30 years, hard to believe.
Yeah, 30 years is going to be exciting. I mean, one more year,
Yeah.
it's going to be a great time.
You mentioned some tweaks as well to the facility. I know you can't give away too much what might be happening, but there are certainly lots of plans in the works for the future. But how does that partnership work with, a new owner and a building that's owned by the Halifax Regional Municipality and the Events East Group?
I'll tell you that when my dad and I first met Carrie, when we first met Mayor Mike too, they're great people, they're great partners. So we've already had conversations. Everybody's been very receptive about some of these changes, but we understand too, like it's a team concept where we have to work together, and we have to. Not everything's going to happen overnight. It takes time to kind of see some of these things happen, but we're looking forward to it, and I think the collaboration has been good. So
Yeah, just especially the lockers. We're going to spend a lot of time on the lockers for the players, for our coaches, and then you're going to see a lot of opportunities in the building. But the team is working together. I mean, what I liked about it, the mayor, and then Carrie's been very, very nice. I think you're going to see a lot of difference. We're going to do really better things for the community and for the arena itself.
And speaking of arenas, I know as soon as we're done here, you're jumping in the car and going across the bridge to the practice facility in Dartmouth, and there's some plans there as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of plans in there. So we met with the coaches, with the GM, with the players, with everybody else. You're going to see a lot of difference there. We're going to open up their kitchen a little bit, bigger, bring in some nutrition food. We're going to work on the workout. So we're going to do a lot of things there. We have a good architect that's coming in to help us out.
Sam, I think I'd like to delve a little more into your journey through life and how you got to this point. I know you touched on it at the press conference, but maybe tell fans a little more in depth about, immigrating to America back in the 70s, how that all came about, and really your life story.
Yeah, so the life story, I gotta tell you, we had a great parents, mom and dad. It was just fantastic. The first thing they do for us, they put love between our family. We have 3 brothers and a sister, and mom and dad. But my dad always believed in the American dream: work hard, give back, and really take the best out of it. And really, we delivered, papers, snow. We lived in the basement, but made us stronger. Got us to the work ethics, and then put the bond between the families together. And then so I owe a lot of that credit to mom and dad. They really taught us well, and they gave us a good foundation, from there. And from there, as you're an entrepreneur, and then, I found myself that, I was very, very just ambitious, want to grow the business. Left the family business about when I was 19, and my family used to own in the retail gas stations. So I left there and then created my wholesale, which is Atlas Oil. Today, Atlas Oil is probably about a $3-4 billion company, and I still own 100% of that company. And I always say I invest into people, so people is the number one thing that I do. And then we started our private equity companies, and again, we invest in a lot of different companies, but we're very, very fortunate that, big believe in the people side of it. So and again, the foundation is very, very strong from my parents, mom and dad.
That must have been something that would attract you to the Mooseheads as well. His family is a strong value, and
Yes.
some of my best friends work with us. We've been working for many years together now, so it's a strong bond we have here. Is that something that?
Yeah. So when we came in here, Peter and I, we spent a little time, and I gotta tell you, you guys have a great staff, good people. Some of them been there for 20 years. It's a family unity, so we love that. And then our job is to support them, and then and do everything in our power to help them out to succeed. I mean, seeing that's what success is all about.
And We carry, and I'll just add on to that, we carry a lot of that. Those same values are within all of our businesses, within all of our companies, even within our family too, like keeping that tight-knit bond, keeping each other close, and just always creating that type of atmosphere, even in the work environment, is making sure everybody gets to know each other, everybody gets to work together, but everybody gets to know each other on a personal level too is important too, like building friendships, building relationships, and we really emphasize that. That's really important to my dad and I, and also to our family. So
I still do a culture. Every employee, we have about 700 employees. Every employee that comes in, we do a culture, just cultural, training to them. And we spend a lot of time with the team. So, and we do, birthday parties, we do stuff to these guys. It's very important to build a team. It's all about the team.
And in relation to that, it's important for the Mooseheads to be in the community as a good steward, as you are. Talk about some of the things maybe that you do with your other companies to be a good community steward, and something we can follow through with here.
Yeah, so giving back is probably our most enjoyable thing that we do. We love to give back. We've been very fortunate. We came in with nothing, so by giving back is there. So we do a lot of, we are directly to to the team. So we invest into parks. We do a lot of canine dogs. We do a lot of military parties, and we go really. We're a big believer giving direct. We have a Sam and Netta's Foundation, so we do a lot of that, giving back.
That's music to the ears of the Halifax community, I'm sure. As you know, we have very strong ties with the military community as well in Halifax.
We love the military. We love the armed forces.
Yeah, we
but
do.
We are going to get, once we come here, we're going to work together, and then you will see that we will come back and work with the military here.
Yeah, add on to what my dad said too. We do a lot of the similar things that we're looking at doing here. We do a lot of it back at home in Michigan. We have an annual base party that we did up until COVID, where we get 4,000 to 5,000 servicemen and women, and they bring their families, and this is around Christmas time, and it's in a hangar. We rent out the whole hangar, and they have Santa Claus for the kids. They have catered events, food, and all that. It's really a good time to get everyone together, because they're sacrificing their lives for our country. So looking forward to bringing some of those things here as well. So
switch gears a little bit. I know fans of the Mooseheads were very used to seeing Bobby Smith as the owner involved in both the business decisions, but also largely involved in the hockey staff decisions, being a former NHL GM and player himself. How do you envision yourselves being involved in the hockey side of things?
So the hockey side, I'm looking forward to working with Cam as well. I like you said, I've been a sports guy growing up, and just more learning of, I love watching hockey. I love the sport as well. So learning it from Cam too, but also working hand in hand. I know that there's tons and tons of stuff that goes into building a successful team. So learning that, but also empowering Cam too, and empowering the hockey staff really to talk to us about decisions and all that type of stuff, but really knowing that we believe in them as well, and giving them the tools that they need to be successful.
Yeah, so our job is going to be listening. Camp and I, we've been talking about the players, what do we need to do, but we're going to give them the tools, we're going to give them support, but truly we want to win more championships. That's very important for us. So for the fans, for the communities, for Halifax, we got to bring the championship here.
And Peter, you are the president of Simon Sports, something maybe not everybody knows a lot about yet. Can you give us more details about what that includes? Are the Mooseheads just one part of that?
Yeah, so right now, Simon Sports, of course, acquired the Mooseheads, but then we also are involved in there's a new West Coast Junior Hockey League starting play in the Western United States, and we're one of the league founding members for that league, and basically helping to create the vision and helping to put the vision in place for there. And on the Simon Sports side, we have kind of two different divisions. One is an operations division and the other is an investment division. So the operations division is more Mooseheads and the West Coast stuff, more of the day-to-day responsibilities that my dad and I are looking forward to working with both companies and both parties. But then also on the investment side is more sports technology, sports equipment, sports media. I know that those are growing industries, and we're just looking at opportunities to invest in. We call it investing in the future of sports. So that can encompass a lot of different wide array of things, but it's really exciting because through the Mooseheads, even in the Halifax community, we've had people reach out to us about some different ideas that they have in sports and some different investment ideas. So really, that is the future as well, and I'm looking forward to it. So.
Yeah, you know, I told Peter, let's keep focused on the Mooseheads first.
Yes, no, that's true. Yes,
We got a
plan.
big job here.
yes, the Mooseheads are our baby, but of course, you know, doesn't mean we can't do some other things as well.
I agree.
So,
I think that about does it. Is there anything that you know you would like to add to this? Maybe perhaps a message for the fans of Moose Country.
Well, just I gotta tell you, we are so happy to see the fans. This is the playoffs coming up. Let's all work together, and then you're gonna see a lot of great opportunities coming in here. You're gonna see a lot of improvements, and we appreciate your dedications. We appreciate all the things that you do for the communities and for our players and for our team.
All right, Sam and Peter, thank you very much.
Thank you.
thank you. Thanks, Scotty.